Hello traders, welcome back to this weekly forecast. Today is Sunday, the 20th of November 2022. The time is 11:15 a.m. It's a Sunday morning. Alright, now this is the forecast for the week coming. Last week, I anticipated that the dollar index was going to kind of give us a rejection in this area, and you can see how the week traded, right? We had all the 5 days hanging around this level, and it actually went into this small fair value gap here and then rejected. To me, it looks like it wants to come back up. So I'm looking at potentially between Monday and Friday, these two levels will be where I will anticipate them to trade to, preferably this one and then this high. Okay, because we are going into the holiday season, so you never know what is gonna come in terms of volatility. So I will look at this and that as the draw on liquidity for going into next week. But it's also going to depend on how we trade on Monday, because what I wanted to see before confirming that price wants to go up, I haven't seen it yet. In case you're wondering what that is, go and watch my video that I posted last week regarding the closing price, and you understand why. So because I didn't see that, I will have to wait till Monday close, and then I will have a confirmation that definitely they are going to trade to these levels. So on euro, that will give me the opposite, right? I have to wait till Monday close, and then I'll see what Monday will give me, and then based on what Monday gives me, I can then make a decision going forward for the rest of the week what this pair will do. Euro New Zealand, I think this one is a strong pair, so I'm still gonna be trading my New Zealand pairs. So I do have Euro New Zealand and New Zealand CAD, as I've been pointing to you, but I'll show you when we get to that. So again, I'll be waiting for Monday, and then I'll make a decision on what to do with the majors, right? And then I'll just trade the crosses until I get a confirmation on the dollar index. So I'll be waiting for some form of a confirmation by end of Monday, and then I will decide what to do. I do have some levels that I'll be looking for scalps. This level, depending on time of the day, I'll look for scalp. I have another level in here that if price trades to it based on time, then I will also do something. But for the weekly expansion, I have to wait till the end of Monday. Aussie, if we go on to the daily, as I mentioned, New Zealand is a strong pair, quite the opposite for this. Aussie is a weaker pair. Regardless of what the dollar index is going to do, Aussie, I'm expecting it to go a bit lower. So I'll be looking for price to trade to this candle's low, and then potentially this candle's high. Okay, so they are not far away from each other, this level and that level, going into this week. So more weakness on New Zealand, on Aussie. All right, crude oil, we did get what I was expecting last week, which was a run for this low. If you remember, when price was, I think, up here, you can go back and watch my October forecast the week beginning with 10th. I called oil coming for this low, but because we had a breaking structure, this fractal needed to play itself out. So what I mean by is this needed to play itself out, so there before coming for this low, but price was not going to go and make a new high, okay, because this and that is the main trend. So we expect price to come back down here, and this will be a lower time frame trend that needed to complete before coming down for this low. So going into this week, that is the target. I think they're almost there. We had a bit of a rejection, which is normal, but end of the week I'll be looking for price to trade for this low and down here, okay. But in terms of targeting, you close your trade right here, but I want to see price trade to this candle's high, so I'll just leave it right there. This oil is my favorite pair. I trade it quite a lot, so it's my baby girl, and I almost know what it's gonna do every day. So this week, that's what you're looking for. Gold, I have two levels and they seems to be pretty close to each other, so I'm looking for price to trade to this or that, right? But I'm looking for more this than that one, so I'll leave it here. But if you're trading, you can use that as a target and then leave that small portion to see if price will get there. Euro yen, this pair is kind of a bit confusing because of how price has traded the entire week. However, I'm still bearish, so I'm looking for price to come and attack this low for now, okay. I'm not gonna give more than that because it's bullish. I see this as retracement, but in this retracement, remember what I was saying on the crude oil, there's a fractal in place that needs to complete. This fractal needs to complete down here, so once we complete that, I will see what price will give me in terms of either we want to continue going up, which I would favor that because there's clean highs over here, so there will be liquidity above that, and then long term I think we are going to go and run this high. So because of that bullishness, I am very nimble in terms of the sells, hence I'm looking for this low as they draw on liquidity going into this week. It might require to maybe trade up and take out Friday's high before they move down, okay. Now let's go and see the New Zealand pairs that I mentioned I'll be looking to trade. I'm looking for a drawn liquidity down here for this week. Last week I got stopped out. My stop loss was too close in here and then it rejected. I ended up getting a trade to make it back over here on Friday. On Friday I sold short this, so I made it back. Now let's go back to the daily because I want you to focus on the high time frame draw on liquidity, and then you go into the lower time frames and then trade in that direction, okay. New Zealand cards, you can see they've first of all gone for that imbalance that I mentioned. So if you go back 2 or 3 weeks, I've been pointing to this, and then last week I said if we trade and close through this, right, we'll be looking for this equal high, and that's what they gave on Friday. Now I'm looking for this and then this equal high. So going into the next week, I'm looking for price to give me a small pullback and then run up and then that. Okay. And then finally euro pound, I'm looking for this and the equal low. Okay. That's the draw on liquidity. So trade in that direction. If it changes, you will see it. But for now, as it is, you're looking for these two levels as your downside objective. That's pretty much it. I will see you guys maybe this week for a potential lesson on OTE. So stay tuned for that if I do get time. If not, I'll try and see one of these days if I can do a YouTube live session. So take care of yourselves, have a wonderful week, and I'll see you soon.